the industry, particularly in the integration of advanced technologies within these disciplines. He has published numerous research papers, delivered keynote speeches at international conferences, and served as a consultant for various financial institutions. His latest work, Introduction to Advanced Prompt Engineering in Accounting, Finance, and Auditing, is a testament to his innovative approach to leveraging artificial intelligence to revolutionize traditional financial practices, etc. This book is in English and also in the French language. That's very interesting. The name of this gentleman, this scholar, is Dr. David King-Boyson. He is the esteemed CEO of Knowledge Web Center, a prominent research and consulting firm. He chairs the Ethics Review Committee at the National Health Insurance Authority, ensuring ethical conduct in health, data management, etc. Dr. Boyson also serves as track chair at the Academy of African Business Development, fostering business scholarships in Africa. Notably, he pioneered the e-port system at the Ghana Ports and Harbors Authority, revolutionizing port operations with a seamless, paperless approach. His extensive consulting experience spans both national and international organizations. Additionally, he leads the ethics board at the Ghana Institute of Freight Forwarders, promoting industry and integrity. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, Dr. Boyson's academic portfolio includes a business administration degree and a dual MSc degree from Coventry University in the UK in supply chain management and management information systems. He also holds a PhD in business administration, specializing in supply chain, a certified Prince 2 project practitioner. His experience extends to advanced project management methodologies. His latest work, Introduction to Advanced Prompt Engineering in Accounting, Finance, and Auditing, explores the transformative power of AI in our industry. As we embark on this journey today, let's explore how AI is reshaping our world and paving the way for innovation in accounting, in finance, and in auditing. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, welcome once again to what promises to be an exciting time with us this afternoon. I wish you all the best as we zoom into action right away. Thank you very much and welcome. We're going to play a short video for you, and then from there we'll take it. Thank you very much. Just relax, and we are zooming into action right away. Thank you. Hello there again. This book has been authored by Dr. David King-Boyson, but he did that in collaboration with a partner with whom he co-authored the book. And he is in the person of Mr. Teddy Bonso. He is an innovator and a strategist in the realms of education, IT, and financial technology. With a rich career spanning over 2 decades, Mr. Bonso has been at the forefront of developing cutting-edge solutions that address critical challenges in education, IT, and finance through the use of advanced technologies. His contribution to the field are marked by a deep commitment to applying ethical AI practices, ensuring that technology advancements benefit both organizations and their stakeholders. Together, Dr. Boyson and Mr. Bonso combine their profound knowledge and practical experiences to provide readers with an authoritative guide on prompt engineering in finance and audit. Their collaboration reflects a shared vision of demystifying AI applications in finance, making sophisticated technologies accessible and actionable for professionals across the industry. Well, so that's Mr. Bonso's profile there. The two of them co-authored this book. And as I said, Dr. Boyson has been at the forefront of integrating advanced technologies into financial practices. And this new book offers a comprehensive guide to prompt engineering tailored specifically for professionals in accounting, finance, and auditing. Let's hear more about the key themes and objects of the book when we introduce Dr. Borson and Mr. Teddy Bush later on in the program. Thank you very much.
Of prosperity.
Welcome to Advanced AI Prompt Engineering in Account, Finance, and Audit. This revolutionary book, authored by Dr. David Boyson and Teddy Bonso, is designed to transform the way finance professionals interact with AI, driving unparalleled accuracy and efficiency in financial processes. Key highlights of the book includes the following. 1. The book delves deep into the capabilities and limitations of AI in finance, offering a structured guide from basic prompt structures to advanced financial reporting and forensic auditing. It equips professionals with the tools to harness AI for tax ranging from ratio analysis to regulatory compliance. 2. Filled with real-world examples and case studies, the book bridges the gap between theoretical knowledge and practical implementation. It offers hands-on prompts for financial data retrieval, investment appraisal, budgeting, and more, ensuring you can apply what you learn directly to your work. 3. Stay ahead of the curve with insight into how AI is transforming finance and auditing. The book explores the latest trends and technologies, helping you to leverage AI for enhanced decision-making, risk management, and operational efficiency. 4. Navigate the complexities of ethical AI use and regulatory compliance with confidence. The book provides guidelines and examples to ensure that your AI-driven processes adhere to the highest standards of integrity and accountability. 5. The book emphasizes the use of effective, foundational, and advanced prompts to solve real-world problems in the finance and audit sector. With over 500 use cases included, professionals can implement solutions by simply copying and pasting these prompts. This practical approach ensures that you can immediately apply AI to address challenges in financial reporting, auditing, compliance, risk management, and more. So why you need this book? In the era where AI technologies are reshaping industries, staying competitive requires more than just basic knowledge. The book equips you with the expertise to harness AI's full potential. According to McKinsey, AI could generate up to $1 trillion annually in additional value for the global financial sector. Deloitte reports that AI enhances decision-making accuracy by over 40%, and Forbes predicts that AI-driven systems will manage over 75% of risk assessment tasks by 2030. These advancements underscore the critical need for AI prompt engineering skills to optimize AI applications in finance. This essential guide will be available soon on Amazon, HoneyPay Marketplace, and Knowledge Web Center Learning Management System. You can purchase it with AKL, Lumi currency, or any other currency of your choice. Don't miss out on this opportunity to revolutionize your approach to finance and auditing with AI. Join the revolution, be part of the future of finance, equip yourself with the skills and knowledge to excel in the fourth industrial revolution with advanced prompt engineering guide for account, finance, and audit professionals. You will be at the forefront of financial innovation. Get ready to transform your career and your organization's financial processes. Stay tuned for the launch and be among the first to experience this groundbreaking guide. Thank you.
Through challenges and
You want some?
resolve evidence with Lumi in our hands.
Yeah.
Our
So
economic
I didn't do anything. Why? Somebody said I was there.
No. I'm saying that it's on the
prosperity.
Now you can hear.
Mute yourself. Mute yourself.
Hello. Yes, welcome back from the video. I'm sure you all paid attention. And clearly, there's a signal that we are up here to watch a problem solver book launch. This book is a world problem solver. And that's why we're here this afternoon, excited to be part of this event. Well, at this point in time, we're going to proceed with the next item on the agenda, which is the introduction to the book. This introduction to the book is going to be done by Dr. David King-Boysen himself. As I said, he is not just a scholar and a practitioner, he is also a mentor to many. His commitment to molding future technology leaders is evident in his role as the head of the Department for Procurement, Logistics and Supply Chain Management at the Ghana Communication and Technology University in the past. That was a role that he played actively. And many of the students that he taught have gone on to become successful professionals in their own right. And this afternoon, we are privileged to be here to get him to introduce the book to us. And he's going to do this jointly with Mr. Teddy Bones. So, on that note, I want to hand over the platform now to Dr. David King-Boysen, who has, as I said, been at the forefront of integrating these advanced technologies into financial practices. And his new book offers a comprehensive guide for all of us to engineering, tailored specifically for professionals in accounting, those who are in finance and those who are into audit. So let's hear now more about the key themes and objectives from Dr. David King-Boysen himself and Mr. Teddy Bones. Thank you very much. Over to you, Dr. Boysen.
I so much as furniture. I have so much as a manager.
Hello.
So, thank you so much, and we are grateful to God for today that we have the opportunity to share what we have also learned and explored in the area of artificial intelligence. But before I proceed with this overview, just want to find out if Mr. Richard A. Anamo is on the call. If he's on the call, maybe we'll check. I don't know whether he signed up with. And then if the Vanuatu Trade Commissioner, Professor Ambassador Yukibu Ayi, I think that he is here. And I'm not too sure if His Royal Majesty Samako is also on the call, and then His Royal Majesty Chief Thomas is also on the call. And I also want to find out, please, if you're on the call, you can just either raise your hand up so that you are given the recognition, as well as Professor Ebenezer Malcolm, if he's on the call, and Dr. Esther Isiedu, if he's on the call, and as well as, all right, so Dr. Isiedu is on the call, and as well as also Dr. Ahmed Ejubuako. If he is on the call, please.
Okay.
All right. So what prompted us to probably write this book? Many of you have known me in the space of supply chain, procurement, logistics, and all that. So the strange thing is that why come out with a book in account finance and audit in the area of AI? So when they read my credentials, you would probably notice that my first degree is in accounting and finance. So I did accounting first degree. I started CA, and I thought that I was being limited. So I decided to do something more, not to say accounting is not rugged, but I want more risky things like strategy, where I'm given the opportunity to explore. And that is why, with a strong accounting background, which really gave me the leverage, and then I veered into supply chain. And also, since the age of about 19, I've been doing IT all my life, and that was not formal. So I've been into programming, I've been into hardware. I used to repair TVs, and then this cathode array, this bell back monitors those time, and then we're also repairing computers and all that during those times. And I went also into networking, where we've done wide area networking, the times of Ghana Telecom, where they introduced Speedstream modems and all that. We were doing that, and the times of GCNet, we're also doing configuration. So I've been in that space. We wrote a software for school administrator, and also one for the freight forwarding fraternity. So I've been in that space. So the idea of having IT infused into what I'm doing now came from there. And then I also had an MSc in Management Information System as my second degree. That is my second master's before I took the PhD. So that has been my background. And accounts and finance and auditing is very, very important. There is no activity that is conducted in an organization without having these three functions play that crucial role. And I thought that the first book I should author should be in that space, just to help drive, organizational success, and also in this area of AI, rather give some tools to these folks, these professionals, to be able to, execute the attacks without hassling. And that is why this book has been put in place. So I just want to walk you through briefly what the chapters of the book is all about. And then whilst I do this, I'll be switching between the screens, and also, as it were, try to see how some of these prompts can work. So we have done almost can you hear me?
Yes, we can.
Okay. Just a minute. So this book, which is in excess of about 245 pages or so, is a groundbreaking book just to help those in the space of accounting and finance. What myself and my partner Teddy we have done in this book is actually not, talking about issues about just what is finance and then what is auditing. We have actually moved from or transitioned from this way of educating people, but rather we have provided tools that we could use to solve real life problems. And that's what we've done in this book. And for those of you who do not know probably anything about artificial intelligence, artificial intelligence is one of the leading technologies in the fourth industrial revolution, and it is just a game changer for organizations to be successful. And the rate at which this technology is moving is unprecedented. And for this reason, there was a need for all of us as Africans to tap into this thing. And most of us Africans are laid back when it comes to technology adoption. So we, Knowledge Web Center here, started with this prompt engineering courses, and myself and Teddy started this, and gratefully a very good friend of mine and also an honorable, let me put it this way, His Excellency Yukebu Ayi, who is the Financial Trade Commissioner, who was implementing the LUMI concept. We had a discussion and we thought that we could take this training to the level to benefit Africans. And it was out of these trainings and all that this book emerged. And I want to thank the Financial Trade Commissioner. In just a few minutes, I'm going to give some serious recognition to those who have contributed to this book. And so what you're seeing today is actually, please, is the sound coming? I'm told that the sound is not.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. So the
sound is clear.
The book is entitled Advanced Prompt Engineering Guide for Accounts, Finance, and Audit Professionals. So the book is made up of a number of chapters, but I'm going to focus on the most significant chapters. And like I said, those who do not have any idea in prompt engineering simply means that you are crafting instructions, effective and instructions that are very clear and specific to the AI for it to execute a task for you. So in this age and time, prompt engineers are really those who are actually going to be game changers in most industries. And prompt engineers are more discipline specific. They are not like IT bias people, but they are discipline specific and they are able to enhance their work in their sector. So we have prompt engineers who are medical doctors and all that. And let me tell you, for robot to work and execute the tasks, those activities of the robot, it is prompts or instructions that move the robot. So when you see robots, interacting with human beings or doing something, it is prompt. And if you're a prompt engineer, your role is to understand how the model works. And then you craft effective prompts to allow the model to do the things that you want it to do. So that is what it is. So being a prompt engineer is a big game changer. And very soon, all the repetitive tasks that we've been executing, the things that it takes us a lot of time to do, prompt will be able to help us execute it without any hassle. And also, it expands our creativity and brings more innovation. So that's what prompt does. So the chapter 1 of the book actually looks at an overview of what prompt engineering is, and the key highlight of this chapter focuses on how AI is transforming financial process, and also, more importantly, the role of prompt engineering in leveraging AI's capabilities. And then we try to give an overview of the strength of AI and also limitations in finance. And in chapter 2, the book looks at basic prompt structures. Most people might not teach this, especially in the field of finance. But if you look at all the books, most of the books on Amazon and all that, they teach you about prompt engineering and all that. But what they do is not sector specific. In other words, we have delved into finance and we have prosecuted the agenda of all the problems in finance using this tool. And that's what we have done. So this book is probably different. It sets itself out as a unique book. So chapter 2 looks at the prompts, which prompts are instructions. And you see some of the prompts that I have indicated here. It says that financial data retrieval, retrieve the total revenue figures for the past 4 quarters for a company. So ladies and gentlemen, can you imagine if we are able, just at a click of a button, or just copying this prompt and then just pasting it in the model, and then providing it with our company data. If our company data is online, the model have access to it, and we put our name there, and we can just execute this. And this prompt will retrieve total revenue figures for the past 4 quarters within our organization. And the purpose of this prompt is to ensure precise and accurate data retrieval, and that's essential for financial analysis and all that. Let me say that we are looking at a situation where we are having, as it were, almost 600 and plus prompts that we have provided that goes deep, that are deep seated into financial operations. And in chapter 3, we look at advanced financial reporting prompts. So we give you the opportunity to delve into this area, and we give you structured prompts for comprehensive financial reports. And if we say financial reports, we are talking about, from the day books to the trial balance, to the trial balance, to the ledgers trial balance. And the balance sheet, trading profit and loss account, notes to the account, and also at a stage where you're able to make some sort of informed, decisions based on, this. So that is just about point 3. And then if we look at the prompt we have indicated here, we say generate a detailed breakdown of all revenue streams for company X for the fiscal year ending on a specific date, and categorize revenue by product line, service, and geographical region. So you're having a company that are dotted across the globe, and you're able to use this prompt to have a detailed breakdown of all revenue streams from the company for the fiscal year at a specific date, and then you are putting them into categories by product lines and service. This is a killer prompt that you're able to do that. So when we go to chapter 4, now what I'm showing you is just one of the prompts in the chapter, just one of them. A chapter has maybe close to about 50, 60, or 70 prompts, okay? And this is just one of them. And so that we don't bore you down on this. And also, those in auditing, we've not left them out. Our auditors, our audit friends, we've not let them out. And they also have the opportunity to leverage on this. Indeed, when I had an interaction with Ministry of Health, their auditors, when we had the training, some of these thoughts came to mind. So chapter 4 looks at the audit specific prompt. And here we are developing prompt for internal and external auditors. So it means that this book can serve as a guide for the internal and external auditors as well. And then we also look at enhancing audit efficiency and effectiveness through the AI. And then the other interesting aspect is the simulating potential audit findings. That the audit that you want to go and do, it has actually not happened. But because you have previous audits projections that are audit findings, you can put 2-3 years audit findings, and the system can look at it and project what is likely to happen. And then when you do the actual audit, you can do comparison and then address some of these issues. But it helps you prepare as to what to look for and all that. And within that space, you are looking at a sample prompt like fraud detection simulation. Can you imagine? It says simulate a scenario where an employee could manipulate expenses reimbursement at company X, generate a sequence of plausible fraudulent transactions over the last year. And this is just amazing. And this will help the auditor. And it will guide the auditor as the auditor is, as it were, is about to conduct the audit. I'll plead with us to mute our mics with all due respect so we don't distract. Then we have chapter 5 that talks about financial analysis and interpretation. And once we prepare our account, we need to analyze and make decisions. So this section has prompts that looks at ratio analysis, trend analysis, and predictive analysis, all in this chapter. And we have provided enough prompts to help you address all the teaching issues that has to do with ratio analysis. And one of the examples of these prompts are calculate the current ratio, quick ratio, and debt to equity ratio for company X, maybe for the last fiscal year. So yes, you will need to provide your company data. Most of the prompts that we have executed, during our training, what we have done over the past maybe 3-4 months, most companies have their financial statement published online. So you only have to direct the AI to pick the information from online. If it is not there, then you have the opportunity to attach these files, and then you point it to it. But this prompt is going to do the job for you without any problem. And then if you go to chapter 6, we are looking at applying investment appraisal techniques in prompt engineering. And we have not left those of you who would want to go for some loans or whatever, from whether a company is seeking for that loan or an individual want to go for that loan. You would have to do, or you want to invest in a venture, you have to find out whether it is profitable or not. We've given you tools to do that without going into Microsoft Excel to type figures there. Once you tell your story here and use these prompts, you are able to get the results that you desire. And at this stage, we are using AI investment appraiser and risks. We're using it as to assess risks and then also do investment appraisal. And prompts for techniques like NPV, net present value, internal rate of return, and payback period. These are all in there. And real-world applications in investment is also provided as a part of the scenario. So an example is that evaluate investment returns from renewable energy project founded in South Africa. Now, this information we are talking about is online, so it's easy. So if another country like Ghana did a similar thing, you could put Ghana there, all right? And the book has been designed that it is global. Those in the US can use, the British, they can use. We were not very centered on only Ghana or any of the African countries, how they report their financial, statements. FIRS and all those requirements are all infused into this book. And then chapter 7 talk about budgeting and forecasting. Can you imagine? So this has also been addressed. And this is a big issue with most organizations. So you can simulate, you can do some projections based on your company's data. Just plug the AI, direct the AI to pick the data from there, and then you are done. You are good to go. So here we are developing prompt for budget creation. Take note, budget creation and financial forecasting. And also we are looking at techniques for iterative refinement, where the prompt, after you have executed the prompt and you want to just add certain things to it, or make it more stronger in terms of more details or giving it more context. That is also, factored. And scenario here is develop an annual operating budget for a company X, detailing expected revenues and expected expenses and profit margin. And this is just amazing. Those who are into consultancy can just take advantage, of this. Now, from budgeting, you go to the critical role of advanced prompt engineering in stock exchange. We didn't leave that also out in stock exchange. So if you have issues with stock exchange operation, you can leverage on this book. And then it is not only going to tell you what is happening there, it's also going to help you take decisions as to what's actually happening on the stock market. So here we are enhancing transactional efficiency and accuracy through the AI and using predictive analysis for market forecasting, improving regulatory compliance and real-time decision-making. So you know which company X or Y to invest into. So you have the scenario here, and this is just amazing. Predict a weekly performance of S&P 500 index for the next 3 months based on historical data and current market conditions. And you can modify it. You can. And this provides investors with valuable insight into market trends, aiding in strategic investment decisions. So the age where it is difficult to really understand what is happening in this space, these two can help you. And when I made this tool, the book can help you to achieve that. Chapter 9, we have advanced prompt engineering in forensic audits. Forensic audits. All right. That is also a killer. In fact, one of my students saw this and said, when this thing gets to a certain space, a number of people will be arrested. I just laughed. Right? So forensic audit. And here we are enriching analytical precision and speed in audits through AI. And also prompt for detecting anomalies and potential fraud. And we have practical examples in forensic audit, and a number of them. And what we have here, the scenario goes like this: analyze transaction logs to detect patterns indicative of fraudulent activities over the past year. And this one enhances the ability to detect and prevent fraud, ensuring financial integrity. And there are other very complex and sophisticated prompts, and the kind of things this will do for you. It is just amazing. Then we have advanced prompt engineering in Forex trading. Those who want to go into Forex trading, I mean, if you want to see how the currencies are doing well on the Forex, I mean, you would know. So here, the example is analyze historical Forex data to predict USD or EUR exchange rate trends for the next quarter. You know, those who do this Forex trading, you can leverage on the capability of the AI, and we have tons of prompts in there to help you and guide you achieve that. Those in tax management are also not left out. If you're a company and you have issues with taxation, and then you want to make sure that you comply with the requirement of the revenue authorities, I mean, this is your guide, okay? And here we are structuring prompts for tax calculation and compliance checks, and enhancing tax strategy formulation through what AI. And a scenario is where you are calculating the corporate income tax for a certain company based on the latest fiscal year's financial data. And once that data is provided, you are good to go, okay? And this ensures accurate tax calculation, essential for compliance and financial planning. We have forensic accounting and fraud analysis. Forensic accounting and fraud analysis. It is also here, the scenario is analyze transaction data to detect unusual patterns indicative of potential fraud over the past year. And when you execute this prompt, it is just amazing. All these prompts have been tried and tested with real data, and we ourselves were blown off when we saw what we've been able to do. Chapter 13, regulatory compliance checks. This also goes into audits, and the prompt here, an example, review all transaction for compliance with the Sarbanes-Oxley Act. It could be a certain act over the past, year. So we want to look at some sort of compliance, especially probably in operational audit or other areas. And this ensures adherence to regulatory standard and reducing the risk of legal penalties. And then we have financial decision making here. Now we need to make decisions based on our data. So this prompt actually, what it does is that it directs us based on the highlights for complex financial decisions making scenarios. So it creates those scenarios, and that's what has been the problem when we want to go invest into maybe a venture. How we are able to use scenario planning, and we create complex scenarios to see that which one best fits the decision we want to take. But this is going to just address this problem with us, without any problem. So using AI to simulate outcomes of different financial decisions. Because having prepared your trading profit and loss account and all those to the account, the next thing is probably to write a report to management. But you need to create scenarios in your report. This age and time, we will not write the normal simplistic report. In your report, you have to, based on the data you have, the outcomes that you have, based on the trend analysis, predictive analysis, you have to go the step ahead to create some scenarios that are likely to happen, okay? Being the pessimist or an optimist, and then also being in the middle, and then advising management that, all these scenarios can play in, and that gives management the leverage, to be able to plan very well. So you see this from simulate the financial impact of a proposed merger on a company's financial health over the past 5 years. A company financial health, ladies and gentlemen, that statement alone is a killer prompt. You don't have any idea, because assessing financial health is a big deal. All right. It goes beyond just preparing the books, trading profit and loss account. It goes beyond that. Okay. So this prompt is going to do this for you. And these are works that consultants do. And if an organization can do this and then get the results, it's really going to help them. Not to say that I'm not taking away the work of what consultants. So the purpose of this prompt is to provide valuable insight into the long-term financial implications of strategic decisions. You understand? So we look at our vision, we look at what the outcome of our financial statement, and then we want to use that basis to assess the financial health of the organization. Is it possible that this strategic decision, the vision that we have, are we able to achieve it in the next 5 years based on the statement that we have? That is what this prompt that you see is going to do for you. And then you have prompt for cost analysis. So those in cost accounting are also not taken out. So this is deliberately done, right? And here, a scenario like analyze operational costs and identify areas for cost reduction over the past year. And the AI is going to do that job for you. Then we have risk assessment and management, also where we want to develop prompt to identify and assess financial risks, enhancing risk management through what AI. And then we have operational efficiency audit. My fellow auditors, are you there? So this is also part of it to make your work very easy for you. Now, we do financial audit, but most times the operational audit is very, very difficult. Sometimes we have to go through the mill and then learn very well as to what to do. And here we are creating prompts for evaluating operational efficiency, suggesting improvements based on AI analysis. So an example is evaluate the operational efficiency of a manufacturing process and suggest what improvement. And this is just exciting. Then we have environmental, social, and governance issues. You want to, and this also look at occupational health and safety issues in here. So you can use prompt to generate a report on a company's compliance with environmental, safety, and social and governance standard over the past year. And this will ensure adherence to these standards. Then we have chapter 19, where you're using AI for stakeholder communication. Chapter 20 talks about iterative prompt refinement. And then you have ethical consideration in prompt engineering. And then chapter 22 talks about the training teams on prompt engineering. Then we look finally at the future trends in AI for finance and auditing. So here we are exploring future trends in development in AI for finance and auditing. And we are also preparing for the evolving landscape of financial AI. And then we have proffered some practical examples for future-proofing financial practicing. So this is what we've been able to do for the book. And I want to thank you. And then before I switch to probably using some of this prompts that will be the interactive section, but I'll switch to the MC, and then he's going to take it out from here. I don't know if you have questions for me. Then we'll take it out from here. Thank you so much for your kind attention.
Hi there. Thank you very much, Dr. Boyson. That was very much in-depth an analysis to do for the book. And I'm sure that most of us who have been paying attention would have picked a lot of insightful information which will arouse questions. And so at this point in time, I'd like us to have the opportunity to engage directly and in Q&A. So if you have any questions, I think the best way would be to put them in the chat box, and then we'll read them through for you. And then those who may want to speak, then you may have to raise your hands, and through that we can urge you to speak. But I think the best way would be to place your comments in the chat box, and then we will read them out. Please add your names so that we can acknowledge you properly. So the floor is now open for those of you who have questions to be able to do that, and if there are any comments and questions. So far in the chat box, we have one participant, Sister Rose, who says, I'm extremely excited for this huge investment of wisdom. Thank you, Dr. Boyson. Thank you, Sister Rose. And then we have one from James who says, Doc, that will depend on the data fed and working on. I mean, you need to relate this to particularly what you are talking about, and then I can forward it to him. And then next, we have Fiatri Albert Derrick, who says, this is just exciting. Thank you for your comment. Sister Juliana says she's not having any sound. Is your sound okay now? How many people are not hearing the sound? I think the sound has been corrected now. Then we have Stephen Teji. I hope I got the name right. Says, thank you, Doc, for your presentation. I am much excited about how AI has been infused into forex trading. Thank you very much. And another Daniel Akofu Japia says, very insightful, Doctor. Thank you. And now the floor is open for your questions, please. So this is the interactive section where those who have questions should kindly post them in the chat box, and we'll read them and appropriately address them. Kindly add your name to your questions, please. Thank you very much. Yeah, we have our sister Esther Esiedu saying, congratulations, Dr. Boyson, well done. This is superb. Thank you. Then we have Peter Afolabi says, Dr. David, congratulations. What about prompt engineering in building and construction? Any lead? I'll pass on that to Dr. Boyson to address immediately. Brother is asking about building and construction, prompt engineering, the area of building and construction. Thank you.
So that is more into civil engineering. So maybe let me just draw your attention to what is coming. So the next release is going to be prompt engineering in procurement. We are done with the book. It's going through editorial process. We have also prompt engineering in supply chain, prompt engineering in logistics, prompt engineering in nursing, prompt engineering for medical doctors and health professionals, prompt engineering for civil engineers. Then we have prompt engineering in project management, prompt engineering in occupational health and safety. So by the end of this year, these books will be released, and I believe that there's going to be exciting times ahead.
Dr.
Please, we can hear you.
On the training. Can you hear him now?
Can you hear him now? Repeat what you said.
Hello, can you hear me now?
Yes. Now it's clear.
Thank you. So
Yes, please.
there's Brother Kojo Boatin who is asking that we invited non-AI trainers. So kindly expatiate on the training so those interested can take advantage. Thank you. And thank you, Brother Kojo Boatin, Dr. Boyson.
Okay, so thank you. There is an ongoing AI African training project which is being sponsored by the Vanuatu Trade Commission and African Diaspora Central Bank, and that is a project that our company fortunately was selected, Knowledge Web Center, to train 5 million Africans. We are doing 300,000 Ghanaians, and that's what we're embarking on now. But we have since trained Liberian trainers. We have done it for Eswatini, and have done it for also Vanuatu. So if you want to become a trainer or a trainee, they're training trainers and trainees. The trainers are those who we are training to help us train the 5 million Africans. So in fact, after training them, we are still going to recruit them to do the job. The first set of trainers who have gone through the mill have been certified yesterday, and it was just exciting. I think 13 of them. So these folks are also not just going to train in Ghana. They are going to be consultants for Vanuatu Trade Commission and African Diaspora Central Bank. And they are going to be involved in mega projects that the Commission and the ADCB is going to execute. For the trainees, when you are trained, you are also given a stimulus of 100 Lumi, equivalent, $100 equivalent in Lumi. And that is a stimulus that you are given. But they have also approved 100,000 businesses to be given loans, and these loans do not come with any interest or any collateral. And this is being spearheaded, like I said, by the Vanuatu Trade Commission and African Diaspora Central Bank, which is the central bank for ECOSIS, and the main objective is to rebuild the economics of Africa. So this project is ongoing, and I think a number of the colleagues on this platform are either trainers or trainees who took the opportunity to join. So talk to them, they will give you the what to do. You don't need any special requirement, you don't need any IT knowledge to be able to do this. What we need is the fact that you know something in your area of specialty. You could be a painter and you want to do something in AI. You could be admitted, because that is going to enhance and extend, give you more creative mind in the area of your expertise. Thank you.
See in the comments, one comment from Fauzia Idrisu. Sister Fauzia says, congratulations, Dr. Boyson, congratulations. And then we also have Felicien, who says, kudos, Dr. Boyson. And then we also have, yeah, I think that's it. Somebody was complaining about the voice, but it's coming through. The mic is working now. Yeah. So, but Awusu Kojo, yeah, you said okay. Yeah. So please let the questions come through, and then we will be able to finish up with the Q&A session. Then we progress with the next item on the agenda. If you have any questions, this is a unique opportunity to address your questions to Dr. David Boyson, and he's ready to take them up and address them for you accordingly. Thank you very much. Still waiting for your questions, please.
Hello, sir. Hello, sir.
Yes, you didn't raise your hand.
I did. And my hands have been up and it's aching now.
Okay. So this is, please introduce yourself by mentioning your name, Pedisan. Is that it? And then James Odum.
You got it right.
So Mr. Pedisan, you speak first. After that, Mr. James Odum will follow suit. Please go ahead.
All right. Okay, so forgive me for not putting my question in the chat box. And good afternoon to everybody. My question is loaded with some emotions. That is why I wanted to do it by audio. Dr. Boyson.
Yes, sir.
Thank you and congratulations. I just came for a conference in the US where AI was part of the topics to be discussed. And I was just asking myself after the presentation here, what happened to our Dr. Boyson? Because what you gave us at East Legon compared to this was like a PhD presentation at East Legon, and this one is BECE. And yet that rather got on the global platform. And I think I spoke to the IIA president in Ghana, you know, the IIA Ghana president.
We can't hear you. Please raise your voice a little.
Can you hear me now? Is it better now?
Yeah, I think it's perfect.
Yes. So I'm saying that, I mean, we should find a way of getting Dr. Boyson to fora like that. Because trust me, I mean, the kind of impactation he made on us at the Hill Hotel compared to what we tried tickets and came to pay dollars here, I think we are not making good use of him for the globe. And that is the point I wanted to make. We need, and for all of us on this call, I think getting this book must be a prerequisite for our professional growth. And Dr. Boyson, we need to have this book, you know, as a compulsory test for all of us in practice. And I just wanted to commend you and also suggest that we find a way of, you know, putting on our shoulders for the world to see what we have. Thank you very much and congratulations. You know, the first copy is for me. Thank you so much.
Freddie was a friend I found when we facilitated a program with the Ministry of Health. And I call him my watch party. You will like him. Daddy, thank you for your kind words, and we can only do what we can to just help our generation. And thank you for the recognition. So indeed, I'm going to have the signed copy for you. as you, I know if I don't do that, you bully me. So I'll do that. For you. So thank you so much.
All right. Thank you very much, Dr. Boyson. Mr. James Faraday, your hand was up, and I said you would speak after Mr. Petty. So, Mr. Faraday, are you still on?
Yes,
speaking. Please go ahead. James Odu.
Yes, I'm here. Yes, I'm here. Doc, congratulations for this hard work. But education area, you see that education is vast in itself. For instance, when you look at the teachers in the classroom, the prompt area is very huge. And when are you coming out with one that will help in the educational sector? And that is my question.
Thank you so much. In fact, with education one, in fact, my brother Teddy and my partner is going to be the lead. He has done extensive work in that area. I am going to add the research bit. We just want to be, we've done some underground work, but we want to make sure that whatever we bring out will actually be a kind of a manual that for the various stages in our educational system. I'll give you an example. Finland is one of the best countries with a very good educational system. And they don't write exams, even at the kindergarten level. So one lecturer is responsible for, let's say, 3 or 4 students. And they progress from that stage to whatever stage they get to. The same in China, they try to infuse the vocational skill into the kids from the kindergarten level. You see kids now learning how to lay blocks. They allow them to make all the mistakes and the creativity. So we are trying as much as possible to, and that's what we are lacking as Africans, because whilst we are reading history about when did we get independence and all that, these guys are really creating something. And if you want to create, a very good economy, or you want to facilitate goods and services or earn income, it is either you create a product or a service, you get it. And that is what we are working behind the scene. I can tell you, I am a product of the system, the current education system. We are a product, went through the GSS, SSS, and all that. But some of us are standing out not because the system helped us, but because we decided to divert our attention to other things. And we think that we need to take a critical look at it, and then we put this book out there. So we are going to do that from all the levels in our educational system, and even get to the PhD level, where right now in PhD we do more theorization, and then we come up with some theory, or we just add some knowledge to the plethora of knowledge that we have. But we think that if you have a PhD and you come out with a concept, one of the things that should make you a professor is that that thing is implemented. That you have a prototype of it, and not just writing academic papers on it. You understand? So if you look at the Western world, you see somebody who has a PhD in something, but the guy is on the field. He is actually on the field working. He's not just theorizing. And those are the things that we are also looking at as much as we can. And of course, we will seek for also partnership to make sure we are able to get to that destination. So thank you so much. So Jesse, you want to say something?
All right, thank you very much, Dr. Borson. If you have further questions, please show by hand. I will call you to do so. Otherwise, right now, I think we have some questions in the chat. We'll be attending to Jessica. Hello, Jessica, are you speaking? Hello, Jessica. If you'd like to speak, kindly raise your hand and we'll call you.
Hey, I'm not.
I'm not sure if Jessica is addressing us. And so let's proceed with Mr. Gabriel Isifi question in the box.
Ask them to meet them.
Jessica, kindly mute your microphone. Your microphone seems to have been, her microphone is off, but you are speaking and it's coming through. Maybe there was something. Okay. All right. Thank you very much. So, Jessica, if you'd like to speak, please raise your hand. I will call you and then you do so, please. Thank you very much. So, Mr. Gabriel Isifi says, a very relevant masterpiece in contemporary times. Any possibility to participate in the next TOT virtually? Thanks, and God bless the authors of this book. He's asking whether there's a possibility for them to participate virtually the next time.
3 minutes.
Oh yeah. Yes.
We just finished the first group. Can you pick the certificate for me? Let me just display it. So this, their certificate, and when you get this, what it means is that you are a big man. You understand? When I say you're a big man, there's a lot of, it's written here that this is certified that Mr. A has achieved the distinguished status of AI Platinum Trainer and will serve as a consultant for ADCB and then VTC Ghana. The certification acknowledges exceptional expertise and dedication and contribution to the field. Remember that they went through a series of training. I mean, there was a first intensive 3-day training. After that, we had another day training. And then we also had a physical training where we tried to build some sort of intellectual capacity. And their last training was just a day before yesterday, where they all developed a paper for publication. All of them. So as we speak, we have, and they did that very day. And these were the prerequisites. So fortunately, they all went through and they were given their certification. So the next training will be put out there and you can join and also have that opportunity. Because the good thing is that once you become a trainer, if you make it to this level, What it means is that you are employed. Technically, that's what it means, because we don't go to work with the commission.
All right. Thank you very much for that response, Dr. Borson. Next, I think we have Mr. Gabriel Esilfi. No, your question is what has just been addressed. And so now we have Elder Engineer Moses Apo Lawani. And he says, Doctor, let's say I'm in the financial sector and I don't want to bother myself in all these training brouhaha because my work schedule won't even allow me. With a book in my hands, what else do I need to kickstart? Thank you.
So let me just be honest with you. Yes, the book will actually help you to, in fact, the book is like a tool. So a toolbox, you pick it, you want to solve a problem, you pick the prompt, you copy it, you paste it in the model, you point the AI to the data, your problem is solved. In other words, you don't have any problem. So with the book, and these prompts have been, we've done a lot of iteration on the prompt to the extent that it is mistake proof. That is, if the data you are providing with to the AI is accurate, then you are sure that you're going to have an excellent output. So you don't have an issue, with that. The issue is that if you want to become an expert in this area, then that prompt I put out there, which is a toolbox for you, you would want to understand how these prompts were created. They were crafted. And that is where you need a training. But I can tell you, like Peggy said, Peggy is a very seasoned auditor and a chartered accountant. I can tell you, he knows what he's talking about. When you pick this book, you understand? It is just game over. Whatever you want to do is a toolbox for you. So at a point in time, one guy was telling me that, why am I giving all the secrets out? Africa needs to lead in the fourth industrial revolution, isn't it? So, why keep the knowledge when, so we put everything out there. What we have not done, which we are going to do, my attention was drawn into, even though in the banking sector these things happen, we are also having one book specifically for the banking sector, where the 360 banking operation will be handled extensively in that sector. And there's a lot of work that have gone into the creating of the prompts, where we have lifted. So this one, for instance, even though it's an advanced prompt engineering, the level of prompts is level 2. And level 2, that is where now those who have certified, that is where they are headed to. But we have already provided a book for that, okay? Which, of course, they can also leverage on that. So thank you so much.
All right. Thank you once again, Dr. Boyson. And we have up here Mr. Mutaru Yakubu. Mr. Mutaru Yakubu says, I am enjoying the lecture from Tamani and a beneficiary of the eJob for All program. Thank you, Mr. Yakubu. Then Brother Kojo Boaten says, I think he's particular about the type of AI platform he can use the prompt to command for the results. So I don't know if you are, Mr. Kojo Boaten, are you speaking on somebody's behalf? saying that the person is interested in a particular type of AI platform, he can use the prompt to command for the results. I'm not sure if you were trying to refer to Elder Engineer Moses' question. So please be specific in your own. I'm not sure if Dr. Boyson gets it, but
I think what it is trying to say is whether the prompts are. Yeah, I think he wants to.
Hello.
Yes, sir. Yeah, please go ahead.
Hello. Yeah, my name is Dr. Pedro.
Yeah. How's
With
it?
regards to the question, fine, sir. With regards to the question you just answered,
Yeah.
he said with the book in his hand, what can he do to get the results with it? So, to me, I think he wanted to know the kind of AI platform he will use this command to get whatever he wants.
Okay.
That is what I wrote.
Okay. So thank you for the clarification. So I answered one part of the question. The other part is that I can show you, as a matter of fact, we've given some guidance to the model in the book. We have stated the guide as to how to use it. And all the AI platforms that you know, whether Bard, whether Google AI, whether ChatGPT, whatever platform, these prompts are very effective there. So it is not limited to just ChatGPT. So I just want to draw your attention to that. So I want to show you something. And Dr. Watson, thank you for the prompts. So if you watch here, it says how to use this book with AI platforms like ChatGPT and other AI systems. So this book equips you with professionals with the skills to effectively use the AI in financial scenarios or without direct API integration. There is one other thing I'm going to tell you, and I really don't care what happens. This same prompt can be used to integrate systems. So a programmer can just take this prompt and then use an API and then design a platform and then point the AI to it, and that's all. And he's going to get the results. So that is to that extent, and that has been stated here. So we have said that using AI platforms such as ChatGPT, Google Cloud AI, IBM Watson, as well as integrating AI capabilities into your systems using API. So the auditors, you can get your IT team to do this for you, all right? Just a simple platform so that you are plugging these prompts into the database you have, all right? And you are getting your results. You don't really need the AI platforms to do that, but you get an API from OpenAI to do that, and then you are good, to go. So this is why this tool, and we are writing all the books this way. So the prompt is not just a prompt for you to use on the AI platform. That's not it. If you want to integrate it anywhere, you can do that. Okay. So Dr. Martin, thank you so much for prompting me.
We'll take a few more questions. So if you have your questions, please post them on the live chat, and then we'll read them out. But before we take the next question, I'd like to inform all of us that we have a very important personality on the Zoom, and who will be addressing us very shortly. So after we've exhausted the questions, we would have a very important address you don't want to miss. So let's stay expectant of that. The next question is from one Daniel Osei. He says, Doctor, please, how do I become a trainer of trainees? How do I become a trainer of trainees? He doesn't want to be a trainer of,
but I think I just indicated it. We'll put the link in the chat so that you can use the link to register. The training for the trainers is also sponsored by the Vanuatu Trade Commission, Ghana, and the African Diaspora Central Bank. But your certification, you'll be required to pay 200 Ghana for the platform you're going to use as a token. We have a learning management system where once you sign up to this training, you would go there, and that's where you do most of your work. The certification process, the engagement with you will happen on the learning management system. But aside that, you are not required to pay anything, throughout the journey. In fact, we are going to spend on you, because anytime we have a physical training, we feed you. Your feeding cost is even more than what you have paid. So that is actually the process. And for the trainers and the trainees, it's just 100 Ghana cedi as a token for your certification. Right. I believe I've answered the question.
the price of the book, and those who are outside Accra, when they can get it, and if they can get the discussions, maybe the price. Yes. So Mr. Mubarak Idrisu, the price will be displayed during the course of the program, and you will see it before the program comes to an end. We'll show the cost, how much it costs. It's not so much at all, looking at the value that it carries. So we'll exhibit that very soon. We'll display it. Then the next question is, and then the question about whether they can get the videos. So the link will be put up later on, and then everybody will have access to it. Next, we have Eric Holland. He says, congratulations, Dr. Boyson. My question is how, where, and how much is the book, please? How much is the book? I'm sure how, where means you are asking for where you will find it. I'm sure when he's talking about the price, you'll be addressing the venues, the locations where you can get them to buy, to purchase online or even physically. You'll be able to give that information. So please hold on, and very soon you'll get that information. And the last question before we get the address of that very important dignitary in our midst who will be addressing us is from one Mr. Enoch Ejay. Mr. Enoch Ejay says, I'm Enoch. I'm in the public relations industry, PR, and I'm also writing a book with the AI in the field of PR. Dr. Boyson, please, I want you to review the book for me when I'm done. Please, would you do me that favor? Wow, this is a direct public appeal. I don't know what the answer will be. Please, let's hear you. It's bold.
Yeah, so to the extent that I have a lot of trainers with me who are also into this field, so I think that we can connect, maybe not specifically me, but I can give guidance so that someone can help you, because I'm very tight in terms of meeting certain deadlines and all that. So my team, we could help you to that. But I would also advise you to maybe join the AI team, and you could have support from, because I believe these guys will also be writing their books. In fact, a lot of guys after the training, even the trainees, have authored books, and some of them are Amazon and all that, and then they are cashing in. So you can have the support when you join the bigger community so that we can even co-author with others as well. Thank you.
So has been posted, and that's a response to the request for the question posed by one person requiring how to register as a trainer of trainees. So a link is posted in the chat box now. Kindly take a look. Once you click on that link, you'll be able to fill the form, and then you'll be able to register. And then when the time is up, you'll be put into groups. So when the number expected to form one group is up, then after the registration, you'll be prompted to attend the training. So that the link has been put there. And I thought that was the last one, but we have one, Mr. Abdul Hadi Ruwaifa. Abdul Hadi Ruwaifa, who has come and said that I'm Abdul Hadi Ruwaifa. I was part of the group that was trained from July 4th, July 6th, July 4th to July 6th. And I have uploaded the 10 minutes video as well. I haven't heard any information thereafter. What is the next step, please? Thank you very much, Mr. Abdul, for your question.
I think we are doing lunch. That is an internal arrangement, so that will be looked at.
Okay. So that's it. Yeah, so that's Mr. Abdul.
So normally when you don't meet the deadline and you upload later, what happens is that it's a team that sits down to do that. So then they would address other those who have submitted earlier before they do yours. So they will attend to you.
Yeah. Thank you very much, Mr. Abdul. Now, Mr. Enoch AJ says, please, I am a trainer. So if you're a trainer, is there a question in there? It says he's a trainer. So I think that's good, because that's what people would want to be a trainer. And then I see, unless you have a question, Mr. Enoch AJ, by saying I'm a trainer, I don't see a question in there. I see it as a statement rather than a question. Then one iPhone is just a phone, but you said that you missed my question. So it means that you asked a question that I didn't read. I'm not sure I saw iPhone ask any question, and that's why I'm sorry I couldn't speak to it. Yes, I've just scrolled through. I can't see your question. But before then, I can see that Makunga Alfred Makunga, your hand is up. Please proceed with your question. Thank you very much.
Hello? Hello?
Hello, please go ahead.
I am from Nigeria. I earlier asked a question with respect to the certification process for Nigeria. I don't know, because a lot of people are actually asking me for the training. I've engaged Dr. Boyson on several occasions on this issue. And for those of us that have trained, we are already trained, and we have not passed through the certification process. So I don't know when is Nigeria coming. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Makunga, for your question. So Dr. Boyson,
the point is that I don't want us to turn this platform. This for a launch.
This for a launch.
So I prefer that those issues are addressed on the page, so we don't take the shine from what we are doing.
Yes.
I hope you get my point.
So, Mr. And then need to be duly addressed.
The fact of the matter is that we are dealing with their government and authority. So until we get the green light from their end, it becomes difficult to invade into a country and want to be trained.
Yeah, it is.
So that's the issue.
Yeah, so Mr. It takes the authorization from the authorities of that country. And so maybe you are sensing that there's a delay, but the delay is not caused by inaction from the part of the Knowledge Web Center or the Vanuatu Trade Commission, but it is in reference to those who have to give us the green light to be able to come into Nigeria. Mr. Makunga, I'm sure that addresses your problem. And so the one who is using the iPhone, I said there's no question. I've scrolled through. If you can ask the question again, Mr. Makunga, your question has been answered already. Mr. Kojo Boateng, I suggest we move forward with the program. Thank you. And then somebody says, I second, iPhone, now you've come. I am in the logistic industry, specifically express delivery, courier service. How can I use, I think, AI support? How can AI support me as an operations manager? This is my question. Okay. So the person using the iPhone is into logistics, wants to know how AI, I think it was partially addressed also, but
Yes,
Dr. Boyce will take that one. And after that, the Trade
I think that, Madam, what it can do for you is endless. I'll suggest that you just join the training and you're able to extend your knowledge in that area. If you've already been trained, then maybe you can get a copy of this book and see how you can help us. There are other books that are coming as well, so we can just take advantage of it.
So thank you very much. So distinguished ladies and gentlemen, we have a very important personality online to address us. He's the Vanuatu Trade Commissioner to Ghana. And he's in the person of Ambassador Professor Hugh Keku Ayu. He's the one who has been spearheading all the activities of our AI programs and all the activities that Knowledge Web Center has been doing. Would ask you all to kindly pay attention as he addresses us. Your Excellency, Professor Hugh, we are all ears. Thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you, Mr. Glover and Dr. Boyson. It's such a wonderful and phenomenal afternoon. I've been excited ever since I joined the pre-launch. This is a blockbuster, and I think it will be everybody's interest to be able to get this book for your AI activities, because as we speak, that is the language of the world as we enter into the fourth industrial revolution. The Natural Trade Commission is excited to bring this model to Ghana and to Africa, starting from Ghana, where we intend training over 300,000 Ghanaians in the artificial intelligence technology. We have our vision of actually moving this to other African countries. I think earlier our brother asked a question about Nigeria. Doctor has made justice to that question because it's about power and authority. We have made several inroads to see how best we can implement this in Nigeria. Unfortunately, we haven't had the go ahead yet. So if our brother is listening to me, you may take up this issue further to see how best your outfit can also engage the Nigerian activities so we can bring AI to Nigeria. And in fact, we're supposed to have met with President Tinubu, I think somewhere in May, but there have been several challenges on our pathway that actually hindered our travel to Nigeria. I can say for sure that we are making inroads into many other countries, and our Nigerian brothers should not be left out. I think this is not the first ask this question. He sent this question on some of the platform I've seen, I think it's an opportunity for us to respond and respond appropriately. That without authorization from Nigeria, we are unable to move to Nigeria. So that is about that one. But let me say that I know Dr. Boyce for the past 30 years. We have been friends and we continue to be friends. We have done so many things together, football, soccer, exercise, several events, church activities and all that. And for the past 30 years, I've known him to be somebody who does not take things very lightly, especially in areas of education. It's of no surprise when the gentleman who called from the US spoke so much about his attributes when he was a lecturer at one of the universities in Lebanon. So I think that we have a very big resource material at our disposal that we should all embrace it and make good use of him for the benefit of ourselves, our country. Be working with him because he has a lot of knowledge and power that I learned from him. He also learns from him. And I think we speak the same language. I mean, most of the time, our dreams are on the same perspective and we move forward. Our aim and vision is to empower Africans in the AI, so at least we'll be able to solve complex problems within our environment. Complex problems demand complex solutions, and some of these complex solutions are actually solved by the AI. And how do you use the AI to solve these complex solution problems? You have to prompt the AI. And how do you prompt the AI? That is where you have to be educated. Fortunately, the Vanity Trade Commission is sponsoring all those who are interested in traders to be able to have themselves trained in the AI and then train trainees. More so, I will say that you see, sometimes when you have something in front of you, you will not be able to appreciate it. That is why sometimes when the buttocks as we see, we sit on it all the time. We don't give it any recognition. And so when the buttocks will want to punish us, that is when it will develop a boil. And so when it develops a boil, then you recognize the usefulness of the buttocks. Then we come again to our teeth that help us to chew. And then the tongue swallows it to the tongue. We only brush our teeth, ignore sometimes the tongue. And so to give you that present, it will allow you to bite the tongue for you to know that, yes, I am also present in your body. And so most often, we don't see opportunities when it comes to our doorsteps. Why we have started this, other institutions from elsewhere are jumping on the opportunity. We're signing with an university from the UK, another university, one of the oldest African-American universities in the US. We are signing with them who want us to train the lecturers and students in AI. Like Dr. Boyson always says, the gun has just been shot, and so the race is for the swift. If you are able to quickly jump on it, then you'll be at the forefront of others. If you don't actually appreciate it, then you'll be losing. So I want to take this opportunity to congratulate all those trainers who were certified yesterday as platinum trainers. You will be at the forefront of our AI revolution when the world will be beckoning us to come and train them. And we also want to encourage you to spread the message. I mean, we have received quite a thunderous messages, emails from various institutions yesterday and today, and it is just going very viral. So those of us who have been certified as platinum trainers, I want to encourage you, I want to motivate you that the sky should not be your limit, it should be beyond the skies. Some of us who have flown aeroplanes, we have seen that even when aeroplanes get to 35,000 and 40,000, it stays there. But beyond it, it's another cloud. And beyond is several clouds. You try as much as possible to educate yourself, I mean, claim knowledge for yourself and impart this knowledge onto others. I want to thank the Knowledge Web Center for making themselves available to the Vanity Trade Commission. I want to thank the staff for their commitment and dedication. And I want to especially thank Dr. Boyson for making this book available. For me, as a trade commission, even though I don't know how much is being sold, Dr. Boyson, we are buying 100 copies to give to our diplomatic communities going forward. So we want to buy 100 copies of this book, and we'll pay in Lumi, and you should deliver them to the Vanuatu Trade Commission. We'll send some of them to our ministries in Vanuatu. We spread some to the diplomatic corps here in Ghana to tell them what exactly we are doing. So I want to congratulate you and Teddy for a good work job done. And I wish you all the best as you proceed with the necessary protocols going forward. Thank you so much, Dr. Boyson and Mr. Glover. God bless.
Wow. Thank you
Have I
very
been
much.
heard?
Thank you very much.
Yes.
Ambassador Professor Iukeku Ayi. That is the person, the one behind all the activities of the Vanuatu Trade Commission here in Ghana and all the activities of AI training here in Ghana and in Africa, and even beyond Africa. Professor Iukeku Ayi is the ambassador of Vanuatu to Ghana. Thank you very much once again. And I like that bit about buying 100 copies. Wow. Let's I don't know if we can all clap and appreciate the Trade Commissioner of Vanuatu to Ghana for buying 100 copies of the book. This tells you the value of the book and how important it is and how much weight he puts on it. And that, I think, is a good signal for all of us to take home and then be determined to get a copy for yourself and get a copy for other people. Maybe you can buy 10 each, and that will not be bad at all. I think that the link on how to get the book has been posted on the page in the chat. So please check within the Zoom chat if you can see the link. How to get the book is there, and the price as well. Okay, so he will get on with the price very soon. Now, we will very soon be acknowledging some other very important dignitaries in our midst. But before then, I see in the chat one Numanqua. He says that please, I joined late. Kindly make the recorded version available. Thank you. We'll try to do that. Thank you very much. All right. So now I'll pass on the baton to Dr. David Kim Boyson again to acknowledge the very important dignitaries in our midst. Over to you, Dr. Boyson.
So the price of the book is what you see. And Prof, if you are there and you are listening, we are pricing this book in Lumi as well. And thank you for your kind gesture for buying. This is the pre-launch, and already you are buying 100. And let me say that there are a number of my co-author, Teddy. Teddy is in a very tight situation today, and he's unable. He's on the call, but he's unable to speak. But where he is, there's a lot of noise. There, so he's unable to. But Teddy brings a lot of inspiration to us, and for what he has done in the space of the period that I met him. So the book, the pre-launch price for the hard copy, and this is just a copy of it, is 500 Ghana. And I believe that after the launch, the publishers will be chasing us, and when they chase us, it's going to be a different story. Maybe the price will go up to 1,000 Ghana or something. But because even with 1,000 Ghana, it's still a very rich resource that we have. We are selling it out because we want to make sure that everyone gets a copy before we put this thing on Amazon. And that's why we are doing this pre-launch, to bring the inner people around. It's going to go on Amazon, and the price is going to change. So for those of us who have Lumi, you can place a call. Our HoneyPay marketplace is not ready yet, but when you place a call, we can give you our Lumi ID, and then you buy this thing in Lumi. So for those who want to buy in Lumi, the PDF copy will be made available as we speak. That is not available, but it will be made available. Now, if you realize the book, the book, if you look at the Lumi copy, it's 450. It means it is lesser when you buy in Lumi. And you can get the Lumi by going to honeypay.co. I'm going to type that in the chat. web.honeypay.co, and you can sign up. Okay, you can just sign up, and then if you speak, even though the exchange has not started, if you speak to us, we can help you do that. Oh, let me correct what I typed. It should be honeypay.co. Just a minute. Oh, but that's correct. Honeypay.co. Yeah, it's you. That's correct. Okay. So, I sent in direct. Okay. Let me paste it to the group. Okay. So, if you want to buy the book, ladies and gentlemen, the easier way to do this is to go on that link I shared with you, okay? And I'm going to show this here. So you go to Knowledge Web Center. Please, can you see the screen? If you can see the screen, you go to Shop. When you go to Shop, this is the book, and you can order. Now, if you're ordering it and it has to come to the US, we'll call you and make special arrangement of how, which of the courier services can send it to you. If it's within Africa, we'll do the same thing. If it is in Ghana, I mean, we're also going to do the cost excludes the charges. You can also walk into our office next week, Tuesday, and pick your hard copy. If you buy, you can place the order. We printed only 200 copies for this spring lunch. And already the orders I have, a number of people, Fiman Rural Bank has already bought 10 copies. Prof has taken 100 already. I think we are going to have a very big problem. But we are just contacting the printers to print 500 for us for now, so that you guys are. So you bring your orders, you can just go there, and then immediately as we speak, just make your order. We'll receive it with your details, and then we'll give you a call. Somebody said that. Yeah, I know, James Odum. Odum Faraday says that first paid. So for the 500 copies are the copies that we are going to just print for the pre-launch. And then just after that, you hear of it on Amazon. And I think that, like I told you, the price is going to go high. So let's take advantage. We want you to have access to this. Let's take advantage. And ladies and gentlemen, let me use this opportunity to recognize some very important personalities who have been part of our journey in this whole thing. But I would love Mr. Glover, my MC, to read the foreword. The foreword was written by His Royal Majesty in Samako, and I would love you to read the foreword. Okay. So, yeah, I try to read the foreword to the book. As a finance engineering expert with over 20 years of experience, I am thrilled to introduce Advanced AI Prompt Engineering, a guide for accounts, finance, and audit. This guide comes at a crucial time. It comes at a crucial time as the financial sector is undergoing a significant transformation driven by rapid technological advancement. Excuse me. Thank you very much. Sorry there. I start again. As a financial engineering expert with over 20 years of experience, I'm thrilled to introduce Advanced AI Prompt Engineering, a guide for accounts, finance, and audit. This guide comes at a crucial time as the financial sector is undergoing a significant transformation driven by rapid technological advancements. Artificial intelligence, AI, is revolutionizing accounts, finance, and auditing, extending beyond basic automation to enhance accuracy, efficiency, and the scope of financial operations. Yes. And the scope of financial operations. This book is designed to be an essential tool for professional navigation, for professionals navigating this evolving landscape. It focuses on advanced AI prompt engineering, a key technique that refines how we interact with AI to produce strategic, impactful outcomes. Integrating AI into finance and auditing is complex, filled with both challenges and vast opportunities. AI excels in processing data quickly and recognizing patterns, but leveraging these strengths requires precise strategic prompt engineering. This guide provides the knowledge needed to craft effective AI prompts that transform simple data retrieval into powerful tools for decision making. From understanding AI's prompt crafting, from understanding AI's capabilities and limitations. Sorry. Just a minute, please. So AI excels in processing data quickly and recognizing patterns, but leveraging these strengths requires precise strategic prompt engineering. This guide provides the knowledge needed to craft effective AI prompts that transform simple data retrieval into powerful tools for decision making. From understanding AI's capabilities and limitations to exploring sophisticated prompts for complex financial reporting and forensic auditing, each chapter is carefully crafted to guide you through the nuances of prompt crafting. The book emphasizes practical application filled with real-world examples and case studies that connect theoretical knowledge with hands-on practice. One of the standard features of this guide is its focus on the practical integration of AI prompts through API into existing applications, enhancing functionality and usability
in real-world financial operations. Whether you are applying these prompts directly or integrating them into larger systems, the potential to streamline operations and enhance analytical capabilities is immense. As we look to the future, the role of AI in account, finance, and auditing will only grow, promising to reshape the industry with even more advanced applications. This book prepares you to not only navigate current landscape, but also to anticipate and adapt to future innovations. This guide is perfect for anyone in the account and finance profession, from auditors to managers, spearheading AI initiatives, providing the tools needed to navigate the future of finance with confidence. Embrace this opportunity to be at the forefront of financial innovation. Welcome to your journey into the transformative world of AI in finance and auditing. His Royal Majesty Rex Semarco I and the 6th King Mark Ferguson, Chairman of ECOSYS and President of the African Diaspora Central Bank. Thank you.
Wow. So, Your Royal Majesty, I know you were busy, but I want to thank you for this forward. And let me also recognize some other dignitaries, and then, ladies and gentlemen, we will be done. Thank you for acknowledgement. I just want to read this, and I want to extend my deepest gratitude to a multitude of individuals and organizations whose expertise and insight have significantly enriched the content of this comprehensive guide. Special thanks to Ambassador Professor Hugh, who just bought 100 copies, and His Royal Majesty Rex Semarco the first and the 4th King Macpherson for their invaluable mentorship and support. Their wisdom and vision has been instrumental in shaping the approach and the spirit of this work. I'm also profoundly grateful to Dr. Esther Siedu and Professor Malcolm for their exceptional guidance and contribution. These two folks have been very instrumental in my academic journey. The academic excellence and insightful feedback have significantly enhanced the depth and quality of this book. And further appreciation is directed to all the dedicated staff of Knowledge Web Center who are here, Linda, Max, and Gladys, Justice, Z, and then many others, who have really helped in this journey. Hadia has also been very instrumental. And then I'll mention one other guy's name later. Their contribution go beyond mere assistance, and they have truly embodied the spirit of this. Now, if we go to dedication, very important. This book has been dedicated to, this book is lovely, dedicated to my family, whose support and encouragement has been my constant source of my strength. And I'm saying the families of mine and then Teddy would not want to be known publicly anyway. So I dedicate this book to my late father, David Michael Kojo Boyson, and my late mother, Joyce Akon, whose memories continue to guide and inspire me, and to my lovely wife, Sarah Afloa Boyson, and for her understanding and support, and my cherished children, Nana Uye, Nana Amansa, and Kwame, who inspired me to strive for this excellence. And special thanks to Mr. Richard A. Anamo. I believe he might be on the call, the former director of General of GPHA, and Ahmed Enchipuampo. That is Dr. Ahmed Enchipuampo. He's the one I said I was going to mention the name, who has been also very instrumental in my academic journey. And these folks have contributed significantly to my who I am today. And the staff of knowledge work, again, my dedication to the staff, Linda, Maxwell, Gladys, Zinabu, Justice, Uncle Johnny, who manages all of us for their inspiration and support in the creation of this book. And before I draw my curtain down, I would like to find out Dr. Estesiedo, if you're on the call, if it will be good to say something. That is if you are on the call. I think she's not there. But Mr. Richard Anamu, are you there? Sir, are you there? Okay, please, am I being heard? Can you hear me? Can you hear me, please? Can you hear me? All right, so I have Dr. Ahmed on the call, and I would like him. Yeah, Ahmed is here. So Dr. Ahmed is here. So, Doc, can you please unmute your mic, and then let's hear from you. Your name is mentioned in the dedication, and I acknowledge your significant role in my academic journey. In fact, this is the guy who introduced me, who gave me the opportunity.
Hello, Dr. Boyson.
To lecture.
Hello, Dr. Boyson, I'm here. Yes, you don't have my permission to share that story. And so now let me just say, yes, I'm really humbled that you have acknowledged me. It's very important book. I appreciate that you have acknowledged this as such. It is my hope and prayer that the book is received and gets worldwide acclaim, because the topics and the very detail that it spouses is of very critical importance and will provide practical guidance for not only academics but also professionals in the finance, banking, and so on. So kudos to you, kudos to your team that have put the enterprise together. I really appreciate that. Also, found space some point. I acknowledge it. Thank you very much.
All right, Doc. Thank you so much. I'm grateful. Once he says I don't have the permission to share the story, I leave it there. And if there's, I don't know if Mr. Robert Mensah, are you here from Methodist University? Are you here? The VC of Methodist University, are you here? All right. Okay. So let me hand it over back to you. And thank you so much. I will still have the price on the screen. I've already seen a number of people purchasing the book using the online handle. So I hand it over to you. Okay. Wow, that's been phenomenal. Thank you very much, Dr. Boyson. And the final item we have on our program is the closing remarks. And then to say thank you to you all. So as we draw to a close, I would like to thank Dr. Boyson, Dr. David K. Boyson, so much for the opportunity to share in his knowledge with us. We want to thank the dignitaries and your esteemed, you are very esteemed participants for your valuable contributions today. I mean, I think this event has provided us with very deep insights into the future of AI
in finance, accounting, and auditing. And as for Dr. Boyson, he envisions a future where AI is seamlessly integrated into every aspect of finance, making processes more efficient, transparent, and accessible. His latest book, Introduction to Advanced Prompt Engineering in Accounting, Finance, and Auditing, is a step towards that future, providing professionals with the tools they need to harness the power of AI. On that note, I want to thank you all for coming. Thank you so much for making this program a success, and we hope to see you in our subsequent programs. My name has been Danny Glover, and I've been your MC for this afternoon. It's been a pleasure. Thank you so much, and have a blissful day. Thank you, and bye-bye.
Thank you too.